All right, fellas, these are some of the places some women refuse to go to on the first date. I'm going to start with the worst to the best. Some of the places I want to point out is somewhere that requires a long drive. Fellas, you want a dope spot where it's a low light, dim, candle lit atmosphere. Somewhere where they can get good appetizers and good drinks, some classy wine, especially if you're 25 plus. All right, age is definitely a factor in these. First thing I could point out is somewhere that requires a long drive. You definitely don't want to be driving for an hour, 2 hours to get to the spot. You didn't ruin the moment by then. Also, the movies. Fellas, you cannot get to know them. You can't find out anything about them. Women love great conversation. You definitely don't want to ruin it by going to the movies. Y'all don't know each other yet. Of course, not the gym or the church. That should be a given. Ice cream dates, no, that's kind of young and corny. Definitely no family functions. You may have weird family. That ain't a vibe. She's uncomfortable. She don't know them. Nightclubs, definitely no, because it's too much noise. You can't get to know each other, talk to each other. Sports events, I don't know. A football game is kind of all right, but not on the first date. That's a second, third date after y'all got to know each other. But one of the ones I do want to point out, the Cheesecake Factory. Now, that is a dim, low-light atmosphere, good food, good appetizers, good drinks. Fellas, on the first date, you definitely don't want to be eating sloppy foods where you eating too much. You want some finger foods where you just a French fry, a chicken tender. You don't want to eat too much. You don't want to eat too sloppy. So stick with an appetizers and drinks. On the first date, dim, low-light atmosphere, good music possibly, or just somewhere where you can hear each other. No music. I'm going to take that back. All right. The Olive Garden and Red Lobster, when I was young, 21, 22, those were some of my go-to spots. They wasn't too far to drive. It depends on the age. It depends on what you're looking for. So I'm always looking for that dim, low-light atmosphere where y'all can sit and vibe and talk. You know, granted, I like to talk, but on a first date, that's when, fellas, you listen to what they got to say and ask them questions, and they'll ask you questions. Some of these spots, definitely not no Wingstop. Coffee dates and Starbucks. So, like, it depends on how you met that person. If you met somebody on the fly, you know what I'm saying, and y'all want to sit down and have some coffee real quick, that's a quick, easy, get to know somebody, and you can kind of really get the vibe with them. But if y'all plan the date all week, definitely not to coffee. And you definitely don't want to do Netflix and chill. That's youngsters that say that's all you want. That's a definitely dead giveaway for a side piece or something. Or I don't know what you're looking for. But if you're looking for the one, you know, I could get why women put a lot of these on the list. The only one I don't really understand is the Cheesecake Factory. So, like, Cooper's Hawk is a dope spot. It's classy. Good food. They got a bar, classy wine, classy food, dim, low light, candlelit atmosphere. Cooper's Hawk is a good grown folk spot. It's somewhere where you shouldn't have to drive too far. It should be within range wherever you live at. But you definitely got to factor in the age, factor in that drive, because you don't want to be way too far. I say tops 35, 45 minutes if you got to drive. That's decent. But an hour plus, yeah, that drive is too far. So try to find somewhere classy. You know, if your money ain't up, then just kind of don't date. But I think, you know what I'm saying, you should have at least $200 just in case to spend on a date. Now, if you on a budget, you can still go to these spots. You know, you could get, both y'all get a meal, 2 drinks. That should be $150, you know what I'm saying, $150, if that at a classy spot. Y'all meal should be a high $30. Drinks is $8 to $15. So both of y'all 2 drinks. You don't want to drink too much, fellas, on the first date. But I can see some of these spots. It ain't too bougie. It ain't too bougie, though. Some of it, you do definitely got to listen to some of it, though. Yeah, you don't want to go to a buffet because you don't want to be eating too damn much. You can't talk. You can't have no drinks. So I don't understand about fast food chains. I don't know. Well, yeah, you don't want to go to McDonald's, no restaurants, stuff like that. Absolutely not. But Chili's, they got a bar. They got food. Applebee's. They got a dim light atmosphere. That's debatable. But anyway, y'all, that's my take on it. Peace.